Most creatures would consider an erupting 2,000-degree volcanic caldera a hostile environment. Jax, however, merely considers it a highly toxic ecosystem with an unacceptable lack of synergy. As molten lava bubbles and spits violently around his perfectly groomed silver-gray paws, the hyper-focused tech bro isn't looking for high ground. Instead, he's pacing a crumbling obsidian rock, furiously dictating a memo to his glowing neon blue smart color. He is absolutely appalled that this so-called open-plan co-working space doesn't even have a complimentary kombucha tap, let alone the bandwidth to support his morning Zoom sync. The overwhelming smell of sulfur? Clearly an HR violation that needs immediate flagging. The deafening roar of tectonic plates shifting? A massive disruption to his workflow and Q3 deliverables. For Jax, the true disaster isn't the impending geological apocalypse. It's the absolute tragedy that his Wi-Fi signal just dropped to 2 bars, making this officially the worst off-site retreat he's ever had to circle back to. Just as the caldera violently breaches, sending a massive, flaming lava bomb hurtling directly toward his pristine fur, Jax finally looks up. But he doesn't flinch. He isn't paralyzed by primal fear. He's simply distracted by a gentle neon blue pulse illuminating his lower jaw. A critical Slack notification has finally pushed through the geomagnetic interference. As the molten boulder crashes mere inches from his tail, scattering searing embers across the obsidian, Jax aggressively taps his smart collar screen. He completely dismisses the lethal 2,000-degree projectile as a minor off-agenda distraction from his core objectives. In his mind, avoiding third-degree burns simply doesn't align with his current sprint goals. He's much more concerned that his daily step metrics are severely underperforming due to the limited square footage of this particular magma rock. And quite frankly, this lack of mobility is entirely unacceptable for a dynamic, disruptive thought leader. Despite the blistering ambient heat and suffocating ash, a triumphant ping finally emits from his glowing collar. He has successfully uploaded his 4K review complaining about the volcano's toxic corporate culture. For a brief, euphoric moment, Jax basks in the digital validation of hitting his quarterly engagement KPIs, completely ignoring the creeping tide of magma rapidly melting his only exit strategy. But his disruptive triumph is abruptly canceled. The neon blue interface suddenly flashes a critical, panic-inducing warning. His battery just dropped to 2%. As Jax frantically pivots to leverage a synergy with a non-existent charging port before he reaches a permanent hard stop, you really have to wonder how long his actual bandwidth will last out here. If you want to see if our delusional CEO survives his next disastrous performance review with Mother Nature, make sure to subscribe to Zero Signal for weekly high-end animated chaos.